This segment is about having fun with teaching materials in the classroom. There are some materials that we produce that are just teasers and ways to try some fun activities. They also can be integrated into the toolkits, but they don't have to be. And so I'd like to share those with you. As you probably know, when I wrote the textbook, all of the ideas that are in there just made ideas pop off in my head about the kind of teaching materials that should go along with them to get those ideas into the classroom. The idea is to get holistic teaching and support a really strong educational dance program. But in the case of the toolkits, if you're not ready to launch into those, you might want to try one of the prompts that we have for, it actually is part of one of the green toolkits, the first toolkit, Viewing Dance. This is a set of cards called Decoding Danceworks. There are 45 cards in here, and this is our third set that we sell by itself. We also have it in the Ultimate Toolkit. But more Decoding Danceworks you can try. And this set of cards is set up so that you have 2 ideas for each student, or 2 ideas for a group. You can give a card to each group, or you can give it out as just take 3 for the whole class and work with them. In fact, it'd be simpler to start out with 3 for the whole class, then divide them up another time and use them 1 per group to talk about, and then eventually as students mature and advance, then they're ready for their own card. Is kind of the way you would make these sequential. But back to the cards. These are descriptors. Help you describe a dance work that you look at. And so you can say, all right, we're going to give out cards. This would be to more advanced students. And tell us if you have a concept on this card that describes the dance. Do you have 1, or do you have 2 concepts, or do you have none? And if you have 1, then raise your hand and we're going to share them. So this prompts them to look for, this dance work looks sculpted, 3D. This dance work looks flat, 2-dimensional. Another card says, this dance work shows close relationships. This dance work shows distant relationships. This dance work emphasizes principal dancers, or emphasizes dancers equally, all dancers equally. This dance work is intellectual and cerebral. This one is earthy and instinctual. This is definitely a more advanced card. This dance work emphasizes entrances and exits, but it minimizes entrances and exits. So you can tell that they are kind of opposites, or it's kind of an either-or, which is why they've come in pairs, and it asks for critical thinking. Does this dance work do this or that? Or does it do both? Or does it do either one? And it just gives you more to bring to the table when you start looking at a dance work and viewing video samples on YouTube or on DVD or whatever you use. So consider starting out with a set of Decoding Danceworks cards, and in this case, these 90 concepts are called More Decoding Danceworks, and it's set 3, and they're sold by themselves. So you can find those on the website. Hope you have fun with those.